All right. So this week or this month on the podcast, I am thrilled to be joined by two gentlemen who are atop of one of the hottest companies in our industry. Excited to be joined by Chris Hanstad, the president and CEO, and Barry Sutherland, the senior vice president of sales of frameless hardware company FHC. You can find them on the web at fhc-usa.com. Exciting young company. And today I'm excited to find out about these guys. I barely know them, and I think they'll even tell you that. I've only gotten to talk to them a few times in my life, talking to them about their background, the challenges of starting a new company, running headlong into a pandemic, and then where we all go from there. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thanks, Max. Barry and I are really excited.
Absolutely. Thank you, Max, for having us.
Awesome. Well, let's just start. As I said at the beginning, I don't know you very well. I know of you. You guys have great careers in our industry, but give the audience a little rundown of each of you. Chris, you can start if you'd like. Where you've come from and how you are, now atop this company today.
Okay, well, you'll hear stories like this a lot, but I fell into the glass industry on accident when I was a kid, and just hungry, looking for a job. Opened up a newspaper, and a simple little tempering line named Grandview Glass and Metal was looking for a draftsman, and that's how I began my career 24 years ago. And you learn. I think you get the best growth in an industry is when you stay in an industry like we've done, like you'll hear from Barry and myself. And we started off at the very bottom. We were on the floor, looking at the fabrication equipment, just really getting your hands in the weeds on all this stuff at such a young age. And you stay and grow within an industry, and you look back and you go, wow, it's done really well for us. And that's kind of how I'm 24 years deep into this industry. And I think Barry's got a similar story.
Yeah, I actually started 26 years ago at Summer Maca, actually working in the warehouse and packing boxes and unloading trucks and helping customers in will call. And from there, I was promoted to an outside sales territory in Los Angeles. And all the time while I was at Summer Maca, I was always seeing another company in the industry. This company acquires this company is doing that, this company is acquiring this. And before you know it, I ended up being an employee of that company for 20 years. And here we are today. And
awesome.
It's been just such a great industry, for both of us. And it's been so exciting to be part of it. And I can remember early in my career, always walking through the malls and seeing, all glass entrances and being so curious about it as a young person in the industry, and how do they do this and how are they built, and always looking at it. And before you knew it, that was part of the business I ended up being a director of for 20 years in my previous employment. And
I love that. And that's, similar to, I think the glass industry, we all have that experience, because when I got into the industry, my brother, who's a driving force in my life, he took me out. We had done the glass at the Greater Pittsburgh International Airport. And this was before 9/11 and security. You could just go to the airport anytime you wanted. And we did a lot of the glass. And so he brought me out there, and we're on our knees looking for our logo. And we're looking at all this glass throughout the airport. And I swear, if we did that these days with the way that, people would think that we're up to something. But I mean, we were hands and knees pointing out the logo, high-fiving each other. Our glass was in the Greater Pittsburgh International Airport. So I know what you guys have done. And plus, you obviously, both of you have had material everywhere, signature jobs all over the country. So that's pretty exciting. So I just had to share my own little story with you, but I think we're all in that same boat.
Very good.
Awesome. So now, the best part is where we're at today, FHC. And I said at the beginning, it's a hot company. I've been so excited watching you guys, get going and making the impact in the industry that you've been. Talk about, the challenge of starting a new company. It's been what 2 years? Or is it 3 years? Can you take me back to the beginning and starting this new company and then hitting the ground running?
Well, I would say we're just over 2 years old. I mean, it's we kind of kicked off in 2019.
Yeah, May of 2019.
May, but it was real quiet for most of 2019 for us. We just a lot of groundwork, a lot of building. We when you try to do something like this in life, it takes a lot of just the right people. There's a whole recipe. You got to have good people. You got to have great vendors, and you got to have just all the right innovation to really do something that the industry is going to want to support. And we knew what that was like, and we had to recreate that. And we've done that. It's we've got 65 employees now here at the company, little over 2 years later, and we're really doing great things.
In fact, Chris and I were just talking about this yesterday. This time last year, we had 11 employees.
Wow.
This was prior to COVID, and now we're at 65 employees. So it's been phenomenal. And to piggyback on your question, for me personally, one of the hardest things for us structuring this company was just trying to just create systems and procedures that worked, and really just recreate an operating system that worked from scratch. I mean, we're so spoiled coming from pop-up businesses that had computer programs and already did all the groundwork. And so we basically, to create the entire company from scratch, between getting a business license and just all the things that are involved with
wear a lot of hats.
A lot of hats.
That's what it takes. It's your complete undivided attention in life, and you almost have to go to your families and say, we got something great here, but I'll see you later, because I got to focus on this for the next many years to really make it successful. And they've been real supportive.
In a weird way, the pandemic almost worked for you, because you were forced to stay focused on building the business, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can say it. Yeah.
That's fascinating. I mean, and what I also find interesting is that a lot of people I've talked to are very proud that they did not lay off anybody during the pandemic. They fought through it. They stayed resilient. And here you guys added 50, some people to the roles, or 45, whatever the case may be. That's exciting. That's exciting to see growth during such a tough year.
Yeah. And kind of talking about the pandemic, we're doing great. It's very unique, this whole process here, but we're doing fantastic, and we're calling up all our old friends in the industry that we've known for 25 plus years, and just calling up our old friends, looking for support, and whether it's a customer or a vendor or whatever it might be, just to help bring together this great business.
And I would say probably one of the most important things in starting a new business is just making sure in life that you always have good relationships and take care of those relationships, and relationships probably one of the most important things in regards to what we're doing here at FHC and how it was founded and where we plan on going.
Yeah,
relationships with our employees, or relationships with vendors, or relationships with our customers, also very important.
The glass industry, I think, is special that way. It's such a relationship industry more than anything else. And obviously, you guys have had 20 plus years of relationships across all the lines that you could draw on. And you're also innovators. I've watched, for those of you who don't know FHC, again, check them out at their website, fhc-usa.com. But I did ask ahead of this interview, Chris and Barry, to talk about some of the products, some of the newest and exciting developments. But they have an incredible range of products, that do make a difference in your bottom line. Any big ones you want to talk about to the audience today?
Yeah, I think, Barry, you want to kind of tease them a little bit about what's going on with the heavy glass door?
Yeah, so the heavy glass door, the Herc door division, we've got just a large variety of products that we're actually offering for the industry. But the two main ones that we're excited about are the new Herc door system. It's
the name alone, everyone's known the Herculite style door. And,
sure.
And we thought, let's market and trademark Herc door. And wow, what a name. It's an industry name that really everybody knows. And we were able to do a whole revolutionary unitized gasket design with a dry glaze door rail. And
we even have an anti-clamshell little tab on the end of the end cap. So as the glazers are rolling these doors off the glass trucks and standing them into place, a lot of times the doors will come down and slam onto a surface. And you just spent $2,000 to $5,000 for a Herc door, and all of a sudden you clink the glass and you got a clamshell on the bottom edge, and you get dinged on your punch list halfway through, and it just, so just all of our years of knowledge and listening to customers and ways
small
of
improvements,
go small things go a long way.
Absolutely, and that's beautiful, and that's what people come to expect with from you, and again, the Herc door, that's exciting. I'm a big that is old school for me, and I like how you've taken the old school and you've brought it into the the new century, the new next level, and did things like this. Protecting the edges. A clamshell thing is a big thing I know glazers suffer with all the time. So kudos.
Now, one of the other things that we just introduced is it's a brand new, we call it our VDS series vertical door style system.
Okay.
And it's trick. You basically pull it out of the box and the gasket's already pre-installed. You slip it right onto the edge of the glass and you tighten some Allen screws from the face of it. And it's got some plaid covers that you just peel and stick the tape, and they install so quickly. And so
nice.
Any door fabricators that have tried to install doors with vertical styles over the last 20 years, they probably cringe when they get these orders, because they can be tricky to build, and by far this is the easiest, fastest vertical style to install in the industry. And
nice.
Very, very proud of that.
Yeah, and again, everyone's looking for efficiency, and you have to make the most of your labor, and labor's so tough to come by. So if you can make it a smoother process, that makes a lot of sense. And obviously, these products and a lot of things that you have play in the interior, and I'm a big interior guy. I really think that's where this industry is going to make a heck of a run on the interiors going forward. What do you guys see? From your perch in LA, are you seeing growth in the interiors? Am I crazy here? I mean, what do you think of the interior space?
Oh, we think there's tremendous opportunity for growth on interior, even exterior, just with pool surrounds going glass, and they continue to go glass, balconies going glass. We feel that glass really adds value to a building when you can put in glass railings or glass fencing or pool surrounds or interiors. Glass just really, takes, just jobs to the next level. So Barry and I, we've lived it, we believe in it, and we see the growth even through a pandemic. We're seeing tremendous growth here. It's unbelievable.
We're seeing new buildings coming out of the ground. We see buildings that are in process. We see a lot of TI work, and so we're seeing it from all spectrums within the industry.
I love it. Glass is big for all of us, and that's exciting that you guys are seeing a lot of the same things, and I'm pumped by that. And I'm also pumped that I'm very confident we're going to all be together in the fall at Glass Build. I'm staying positive on that. We got to stay positive. You guys have to be looking forward to getting in front of people again, and because I also know your networks are huge. So it's going to be kind of like everybody coming home to see you. Are you guys excited about the fall? Excited about being in a trade show again?
I'll tell you, we were so pumped last year.
Yes.
We were going to have what we call our coming out party,
right,
for the show last year in Vegas, and then with the whole COVID thing, we decided to do we bring the show to you through, and we actually took our booth into our factory and did a video recording of the whole thing and put it on our website. But that was what was going to come to your Vegas show last year at Glass Build. And but I'll let you talk about this coming year.
No, we had a lot of surprises that we wanted to announce to the industry in Vegas this past year, and we've got more surprises we're looking forward to announce this coming year. So,
and that's in Atlanta, right?
It is. We're back in Atlanta, and I do remember some of you bringing the show to us videos, because your video team is awesome, and Barry looked like a professional TV host. I mean, he looked like a game show host. He was on a pedestal. He was lit perfectly, not like me, half dark, half light with my bald head. You look great, Barry. I mean, you figured it out. So
we got the same barber, I see.
We do. But you're lit better still today than I am. One of these days I'll figure that out. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the show. So really, what's next for you guys? I mean, you're in year 2.5. You're rolling forward. You've grown. what are the logical next steps? Where do we see FHC going for the rest of 2021 and going forward?
Well, that's a very good question. We're excited. I mean, all Barry and I can really say is just watch out. Here we come. Yeah, and it's Barry and I have a good 30 years left in us. I mean, where we're young, we're hungry, yep, and we have a heart for the customer. And so just we're dedicated to this industry. This industry is taking care of our families for our entire career, and we want to give back and do something great at the same time, while we do it.
And I've often said, there's some people in life, they open up an ice cream store and they offer chocolate and vanilla, and that's their business model.
Right.
For us, all I can tell you is we're truly just getting started.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. I'm very excited. I appreciate the way you guys support the industry, especially as a startup. You've stepped in and you've done some great support at the NGA level. And I can tell you as an industry observer and somebody who works closely with NGA, I appreciate that. I appreciate the way you step up, and I am looking forward to what's next. That's good stuff. I'm pumped for you guys.
Yeah. But we'll continue to be a part of the NGA, and really for many decades to come. And you can count on us. We're big fans. So.
Awesome. Well, it is likewise. I know you're busy, so I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you jumping on podcast number 2 from the Fabricator. That's Chris Hanstad, President and CEO, and then Barry Sutherland, Senior Vice President of Sales. This is FHC, frameless hardware company. You can find them on the web at fhc-usa.com. Thanks so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys soon in person.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you, Max.
Take care.